Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, all day, defense, all day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And a tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. To throw is Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. A first down carry for Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Complete. This is Lewis. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mariota now, buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles Harris, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Mariota from the gun on third down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Rosen looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 at the 19, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darren Lee picks it. We haven't even... escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing suck. Y'all playing recorders. John Hart.
2nd and 5 now. Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
Can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. A minute 50 to go here in the first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this. Much more like lead.
On now is the Titans punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jayon Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Mariota now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Where are they, King? Watch it, I got it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They stay on the ground with Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Rosen will throw. Forced out to his left. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw Mariota. And now here is another interception. picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, it's Drake. And some room to roam now. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Charles Harris able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st down, Drake. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. From the gun, it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Again, it's Henry. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Derrick Henry. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
55's my guy, 55.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Rosen now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.